Terence Crawford appears on a podcast where the host begins to bring up Errol Spence's wreck, and I want to talk about that in this video. But first, roll the clip.
And he was insisting that me and him fight, so I was like, all right,
let's hey, fuck it. Let's get it. Now, you mentioned Errol Spence Jr. This, bro. This is the fight that's rumbling in the streets. This is the fight at the barbershop. This is the fight that the fans that love boxing want to see. I hear, I might not be right, but I hear that now it could possibly happen.
Oh, definitely.
I think the stars are starting to kind of line up. Do you think this would be one of those fights that will, really just solidify who you are?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I feel like, this is the fight where it leaves no doubt or no questioning or any whatsoever about Terence Crawford and, his skills, his career, or anything. You just leave it all to rest.
Now
I gotta
right
pause.
Now, so if y'all,
I gotta pause right there. So I think that's kind of a contradiction from Terence Crawford, and he just said that the fight Errol Spence is basically what we know it to be, a legacy fight, a fight that shows Terence Crawford's true form and truest skills and these types of things, which I actually agree with that. I have no problem with that statement. The only thing why I'm saying it's a contradiction is because Terence Crawford also has done interviews prior to this where he said he doesn't need Errol Spence. He said Errol Spence, he doesn't need that. He's already solidified and stuff like that. But based on that more recent interview and answer, it sounds like he knows this will be the fight that solidifies him. So in essence, that past statement about saying you don't need Errol Spence, does that still hold up? But get ready. This is closer to the part where they're talking about Errol Spence accident, or at least the host, Bill. So roll the clip.
If you guys get this fight done, which we gonna talk this as into a manifestation. This fight will happen because the fans love it, and y'all two are both the best of the best at your weight class right now, and that's the only way for us to get the truth to what it is. Right now, Errol Spence Jr., who seems slightly crazy, don't it seem like he kind of wild or something? Am I bugging? It a little wild a little bit. You seem more reserved, like you got, your head together. Earl might be in the strip club, drive a car 150 miles an hour, flip out of it, and still go to Whole Foods. I don't know. I don't see that in your future. I see.
So that was the host, and Terence Crawford, he kind of smiles. He doesn't say anything, to that directly. But the host, I know he's a comedian, but he says Errol Spence is the type to go to strip clubs and drive and then fly through a car and then go to Whole Foods. I don't know. That just seemed like a distasteful joke. And I'm curious why everyone finds so much comfort in making fun of a situation, which is obviously an egregious mistake on Errol Spence's part. I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to risk his life and potentially be separated from his family forever, and leave his kids, orphaned, at least without their father. And I just noticed when people are talking about the fight, it seems to get real personal. Like, of course, we want to see Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. That's the best welterweight fight. I've said it many a times, but I'm just wondering why there's such a comfort level bringing up this one moment in Errol Spence's career as if he's defined only by that specific moment. And people are laughing. Terence Crawford is smirking. If you guys watch the video, he's like, you see a smile on his face. And I mean, if you want, I can show you a picture just because I like to cover my tracks. So this is seconds after it was stated. This is Terence Crawford. Boom. So after Bill said that Errol Spence he seems kind of wild, kind of crazy. He's in the strip clubs, high speed car wreck, bringing up the car wreck. Obviously, that was the reaction from both fighters or both people on the podcast.
Like you keep yourself together. Cool. How do you prepare for a fight like this? Like, let's say if you were fighting in November now, what would the training be like being You lock in on your diet. You stay away from everybody. We go away in the mountains like Rocky. And how does that work?
Well, I'll leave and go to Colorado Springs. That's where, I have a house at. That's where my training camps be at. And I just lock in, and do what I do best. And that's just prepare myself to the best of my ability.
Right.
I don't too much worry about another fighter because I always said, if I'm in the best shape, mentally, physically, and emotionally, can't nobody beat me.
Let me tell you
now
something.
listen to this part. Listen.
Errol, can you hear me? Errol, I know Errol Spence Jr. out there. Errol Spence, bro. Hey, man, come. Hey, get out them clubs. All right, go home, have some protein shakes, run, do what you need to do, and I want this to happen. I don't want no shenanigans. Everybody get their money, because a lot of times it be over money. Everybody get what they need. Do this for the fans. Do this for the culture. This is what top billing is about, bro. You top billing to me, bro. You top billing on so.
So, I mean, you guys heard it. These are pretty much continual jabs at Errol Spence and the infamous car wreck. And I'm just wondering why this is even the topic. Like, even I've heard several breakdowns with Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones was actually on Sean Porter's podcast, and he was asking, because Sean Porter faced both Crawford and he faced Errol Spence, and Roy Jones said, who hits harder? And it was almost like pulling teeth, even though Sean Porter has previously said that Errol Spence hits harder. But finally, he basically said Errol Spence hits harder. And then he said, who has more ring IQ? And then Sean Porter said, definitely Sean Porter believes that Terence Crawford has it. But then Roy Jones also he didn't do it in a joking manner, albeit that he didn't joke and make kind of a mocking take shots. But he's bringing up the car wreck as a whole. He's like, we don't know what version of Errol Spence we have now versus when you fought him. He said you fought him before the car wreck. But Errol Spence has already fought 2 top 5 welterweights since the car wreck. So again, to me, it's mind-boggling that this seems to be an ongoing talking point. Whereas you even have, and I've heard people on Team Crawford say the same thing, like Errol Spence is drunk, he's an alcoholic. And I'm just curious about it. Why is this one moment in his career? I'm sure Errol wishes he could forget it, but it's part of his history now. But why does this keep coming up? We've already watched him fight Ugas and Danny Garcia, both top 5 rated, former champion. Ugas was a current champion. Why do people keep talking about the accident, and the wreck? And then in this case, it sounds like the host, Bill, was kind of making a joke about it. And I see this with black celebrities and black athletes a lot more. For example, Conor McGregor, he has a lot of different shenanigans and run-ins with the law, the different cases from women, Me Too cases. He punched some old dude in the Irish pub. He had that thing where he went berserk, threw the dolly at the Barclays or wherever they were. He threw the dolly at the bus. Glass got in people's eye. But every time when you see a show, like a podcast talking about Conor McGregor, they don't just bring up these worst moments where he attacked the bus and, where he punched the old guy or slapped the phone out of a fan's hands and all that. But when it comes to Errol, people seem so comfortable just joking and mocking and bringing it up. And I don't really personally understand it. Hopefully you guys can help me understand it in the comment section. Leave me a comment why this is an ongoing thing. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. I'm truly the best in the business. But then again, y'all knew that. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter. color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work.